This is a Saberforge Arbiter lightsaber. It's a warrior tier saber, meaning it's configured as a stunt saber, which is a lightsaber that lights up but doesn't make sound. And the one that I have here has a pink blade to it, so that's pretty cool too. Now this hilt is not terribly long, it's about 10.5 inches long and more or less uniform in its diameter except for this pretty deep taper near the middle of the lightsaber hilt. Now if we start at the top of the hilt, we have a sort of flared emitter at the top. Not really too much, it's not really too much wider than other parts of the hilt. And then below that we have these gorgeous vertical windows in the emitter that kind of have this curved off ends to it. So it's sort of a stadium shape. And those encircle this entire emitter section and let out a lot of light from the lightsaber. And then we have these kind of shallow grooves that are horizontal, and so they really kind of, they complement the vertical lines of the windows. Below that we have this kind of upper grip section, and it's a grenade style grip, so this is really kind of similar to a feature that we'll see in some of the classic trilogy lightsabers, like the Obi-Wan Kenobi original trilogy lightsaber and the Luke ROTJ lightsaber, so it's a little bit of a reference there. And we have the kind of metallic silver coloring is offset by the grooves, the horizontal and vertical grooves, which have this nice black coloring. And it adds this kind of dimensionality to the hilt. 3D, it makes it a little more 3D. Now below that we have the kind of tapered section. So this is a choke point. It can kind of help you maneuver the lightsaber. You can, hold the upper grip section here or hold kind of lower near the switch area if you like, depending on what you want to do. And then now we get to the switch section. We have the activation switch here. And then below that is just a dummy switch. So this is where you could have a recharge port. This one doesn't have a recharge port. Then we have a few more grooves, both vertical and horizontal. And the grid pattern here kind of complements the grid pattern of this upper grip section. Now below that we have this leather wrap, or it's a synthetic leather wrap. So most of the leather wraps by Saberforge are synthetic leather, although I think there are a few exceptions to it, but most of them are synthetic leather. And then we have the cover check wheel down here near the bottom of the hilt so you can wear your lightsaber. And then finally we have this kind of rounded off pommel, and that completes the look of the hilt. It is vented and it blends in very well with the body of the hilt, so it's almost seamless. As you can see, you can just barely see where it kind of matches up with the body of the hilt. So this is a gorgeous lightsaber. It's very balanced in color, between the silver elements and the black elements, and there are lots of horizontal and vertical lines throughout the hilt design, and the synthetic leather wrap is a nice touch as well and really ties in with the other black elements on the hilt. So this has been a look at the Saberforge Arbiter lightsaber, and this is an older version of the Arbiter, you guys. So Saberforge still has Arbiter, but the newer design has a few different kind of added design features, so keep that in mind. But I do like the design of this older one, so it was really fun to take a look at it. Feel free to comment below.